Hello, and welcome to my very first vlog. My name is Rachel, and I'm a yoga teacher and mindfulness coach. I live in the UK, and yeah, this is my very first vlog. I have been teaching fully online for 6 months now, and I've hit that halfway point, and I need to make some changes within my business. So I thought it would be really nice to document those changes and also keep myself accountable for the changes that I make. Um, so welcome to my very first vlog. I hope I don't waffle on too much because I do get verbal diarrhea once I start going on. So, yes. So, let me just give you a quick brief little background about me, and then, I'll tell you what's going to happen this week. So, like I said, I've been teaching live classes now fully online for about 6 months. We've hit that halfway point, and that's what I've been focusing on for 6 months. And it's given me 6 months really to kind of analyze what's working and what's not working. And I've decided, I did this last week actually, scaled down the amount of live classes that I do. So I was doing a lot of classes, probably 3-4 every single day of the week, having kind of Friday off, Saturday off, and then doing some on Sunday. I've scaled it right back now. So I'm doing 2 today. I've got none tomorrow. I actually do have an evening class on a Tuesday, but it never really gets any bookings on it. So I need to change that to a different day or to a different class. So yeah, nothing in the day tomorrow. Tomorrow is a day that I focus on filming videos to put on YouTube, filming little mini classes, and doing anything like I want to do. I'm working on a course, so just to do that, develop that. And also I'm in the middle of doing yoga nidra certification as well. So yeah, getting in a little bit of study time as well. So that's Tuesdays. Wednesday, I do 1 class. Thursdays, I do 2 classes. Friday, no class. Saturday, no class. And then I do a class on a Sunday if we're not doing anything as a family that day. So, yeah, that's kind of what I do. So I've been working fully online, and it's been kind of up and down, and I've analysed it a little bit, and I've got to this point and I want to do these other things, and I need that time. I'm also a mum as well, so I've got 2 boys. My eldest is 19, so he doesn't really need looking after, but my youngest is 12. He's still going to school, obviously. So yeah, when he leaves for school in the morning at 8 o'clock, then that's when my day starts, and yeah, I get going. So this week is also new routine, because I was doing an 8:15 class every day, and I've knocked that on the head. I'm not doing it anymore. So I am now using the morning, this little bit of morning time before my first class at 11. I'm using that to meditate. For the last 6 months, because I've been focusing on teaching and doing good classes, I've really let my self practice and my self meditation practice as well just go out of the window. My yoga self practice has been there in bits and bobs, but not as much as I would have liked. And it's really down to time, just finding the time. So this, hopefully this new pattern of the way that I'm going to work is hopefully going to produce some good things. I can work on social media as well, which I'm absolutely awful at. So it is now 24 minutes past 8. I've been literally trying to film this and waffling on for so long, but this has probably been cut down to like 2 minutes so you don't leave. So yeah, I'm going to do some meditation now, and then I'm just going to tidy up my room, and then I'm going to make myself a coffee. I might have something for breakfast. I'm not sure yet if I'm hungry. I might be hungry in like 5 minutes. So my meditation, because I've kind of got out of the routine of meditation, I am just starting with 5 minutes. So this week, every day, I'm going to do 5 minutes morning meditation. If I can, I'm going to try and do it in the evening as well. But I'm not going to put pressure on myself for that. So yeah, just going to do that. It's an absolutely beautiful day actually this morning. I can see the sun just peeking through my frosted windows. So I will show you, but I've got a huge window. This is the room that I teach in. I will show you it properly. But this is the room that I teach in, and I needed to let the light in. I wanted it to be like really natural light. However, my next door neighbour and the neighbour on the end, they go to their garage a lot, and their garage is next to mine at the side of the house. And then it's just an automatic thing. You walk by and you look in a window. So I was having to tilt my blinds so that when I was teaching, nobody could see in. But it was just, making it look really dingy. As you can see, I've got a grey. I went through a very grey stage. The whole house is grey, and now we're sick of it. We need to change it. So yeah, I saw these frosted, you can get these things like a sticker thing for your window, and it frosts your glass over. So it lets all the light in, but you can't see out and they can't see in. So I put them up, and brilliant, it worked amazingly for letting the light in and everything, perfect. However, I then kept thinking to myself, I got loads of lovely sunshine in this room, and I've missed it so much. So I've cut a little strip, or I say a strip about this much, so you can see the sky basically across the top. Nobody can see in still, but I can see out and I can see the sky, and that makes me happy. That little change just makes me happy. So yes, anyway, I will show you my room and stuff at a later point, and yeah, I'm now going to do some meditation. So that was my meditation done. Yeah, I did it for 5 minutes, and for the first 2 minutes, my mind was definitely wandering quite a bit. But yeah, I really found kind of a bit of a rhythm towards the end, which is good. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to get back into that little routine again. So I'm just going to pop the kettle on, and then I've got some washing that I need to pop out. So I'm just going to do that. This is what I'm talking about. When you're a mum, you've got all these things to do at home as well as trying to work as well. So I'm just going to pop the kettle on, and then I'm going to go outside and just quickly hang the washing up. I'm just going to pop you down here. And yes, you did see me put 2 sugars in my coffee. Unfortunately, sugar is my vice, and I have 2 sugars in tea and coffee. it is actually a little chilly out there this morning. So the breeze out there is just so chilly. So just making my coffee, and then what am I going to have for breakfast? I've got really lazy lately with my breakfast, just can't be bothered. I'm going to have a pan of chocolate. Or shall I have two? I might have two actually. So, I have to show you this. So I have to show you this little trick for pan of chocolats, or those little croissants that you get. So you lay them on top of your toaster. I have to put my toaster down to the bottom and then put the toaster on. And then every kind of 30 seconds or so, you just turn them over. Oh, these are new as well. Oh, I don't know actually if they're new, but I hadn't seen them before. I bought them this week. They're actually quite nice. It's more like a powder, so like when you have like a hot chocolate, that type of thing. This one's kind of vanilla-y tasting coffee. Yeah, quite nice, something a little different. So yeah, it's been on there for a few moments. So just turn them over. You can already feel that they're nice and warm. And then you've got to just keep your eye on them. You can't leave them because you don't want them to char, unless you like your pan of chocolates charred. And you can start to hear them like make a fizzy noise. Oh yeah, that's getting really hot. So twist them over again, and they do start to go a little crispy. So that's done. However, I always just stick it on. Oh, breaking my camera. I always stick it on for a bit longer. So I'm having two this morning. There, I said earlier I wasn't that hungry, but clearly I am. Let's turn it over. They're starting to go a little crispy now, which is what I like. And then the chocolate in the middle will be just nice, just melted. So it works really, really well. I mean, it definitely works really well with my toaster. Ow, right, that's really hot now, so I'll turn it off, pop them on my plate. So this is my yoga room and office. So yoga / office. So yeah, I'll just show you around. So I've got like this little table in the corner with some candles on it. It's looking a little messy at the moment. Excuse me. It's looking a little bit messy at the moment. I need something new on there, something with a little bit of colour. I'm not really sure what I want yet. I keep looking at things and I haven't bought anything yet. So as it stands, it's staying as it is at the moment. I've got like this little mirror thing there, which I bought that was on my desk, and then I've put it there. I've got three of my certificates. I've actually got another one that needs to go up. And then when I do my yoga nidra, that's going to go there. I've got this little floaty shelf. I've got this plant, which is fake, but I think it looks quite good. I need some more fake plants because I'm awful with plants, just like terrible. This is my little meditation girl, or she's doing some yoga and she's broken, look. But I've glued her back together and put her up there. She wasn't in a safe place before, so it was my own fault. And I love that little macrame detail. I'd like some more macrame in here actually. Yes, and then over here I've got my little cushion, my yoga mat. This is Sweaty Betty, I think, this yoga mat. Best yoga mat I think I've ever had. I was using cork yoga mats, as you can see, I don't use them anymore. They just get so dirty, and then like you clean them and they still just look really grubby, and it shows up on camera, like, and I just was like, no. Obviously there's my yoga blocks. I've got a yoga wheel as well, which sometimes I use for back bends. I've got my bolster, and then I've got my plant. So this plant had about 6 leaves on it. Now we're down to 2. I thought this one was dying, but I feel like I might have saved it. I've repotted it. The others have fallen off. Some of the leaves fell off because they became really heavy. I've got these 2 ones left. Like I said, I'm so bad at keeping plants. It's unreal. So I'm really hoping that I can just keep hold of this one. I've had it since November, so I've had it a while. This is the longest I think I've ever had an indoor plant without killing it. But like I say, it's a little bit touch and go at the moment. So yeah, pray for my plant, please. Right, and then my window. So I've got a lovely big window. As you can see, there's my frosted glass, and then I've cut a little bit out the top so that when I'm down on the mat, that I can see the sky. So yeah, and then people still can't see in. And then over here, there's my desk with all my stuff. That's a picture of me and my dad. And this is me and my best friend Kerry. Unfortunately, Kerry is not here anymore. I lost Kerry to suicide a couple of years ago. So yeah, she sits with me because she was my biggest supporter in anything that I did. So yeah, she's my little guardian angel telling me to crack on. And then this is my webcam. It's a 4K webcam, and it's got a really great mic with it. So yeah, I just use that solely. I've got a little ring light. I do need to get some better lights, but I'm just going to wait till the autumn now to get them. This is my chatty mat. This little area is a little bit messy. I do apologise. And then behind here, I've just got, well, this is funny actually. So this is an old, really old, spongy, cheap yoga mat that I've actually cut up. And I've cut it up and I use it and I create a little sound booth. So when I do recordings of audio meditations for Insight Timer, that acts as like a little sound booth. I make like a little sound booth out of it. When I do it one day, I'll show you. You're probably like, what? So yeah, I'll come back over here. So yeah, that's my little room. This is where I teach, down here, obviously, because the camera is there. But yeah, this is my little room. I absolutely love my little room. So my husband did my room for me. He did exactly what I wanted, and now I don't want the colour anymore. No, I'm actually going to keep the grey. I'm going to keep it because it's a nice clean colour. I'm just going to add some colour to this room. I'm thinking I quite like the pink and the green with the plants and like my mat. So, and I've got a couple of pink things in here, some rose gold type stuff. So yeah, I think I'm sticking with the pink and the green. That's what's going to be the colour. So I'm just having a little sit at my desk now. Yeah, just to see what I need to do really this week. This is kind of Monday morning, I kind of plan. I know some people like to plan on a Sunday what they're going to do, but no, I tend to like to do it on a Monday morning. Though I got these really nice, I have to show you. So I don't know if you're anything like me, but I love a pretty notebook. I love a notebook, full stop. If I see a notebook reduced, or if I see a notebook like just little notebooks, big notebooks, whatever, then I literally have to buy them. So I was out the other day, I was waiting for my prescription to be ready, and so I was wandering around the shop, and then I saw these little books. So they were in a pack. They're pucker, and they're, so there's this one which is really nice, and I don't know if you can see, but it's got like a little, like the little bits in the flowers have got like a little shiny, sheeny bit too, and it's just lined, can you see? There you go. Just lined paper, but really nice paper. And then this one is got like butterflies and it's a little bit darker. That's really nice. And then this one is a darker one, even darker, with flowers and butterflies. But this one was the one that sold it. This one was the one at the front. So they were in a pack of 3 and this one was at the front. And I was like, oh my God, I've got to get them. So I got them, I picked them up, and then just as I was about to turn away, I saw this matching like little journal. So I was really big on journaling and diary writing for a while on my phone, just writing stuff down, getting thoughts out, getting worries out really. I tend to be quite a bit of a worrier, and writing stuff down, getting it out of my head often works for me, makes me feel better and just helps me deal with it. And so for a while I was putting stuff in my phone, and then I got a little bit kind of annoyed with like it takes up space, and then I was having to delete stuff, and then I don't know, I was starting to think, oh, you know, what if people read, like, you know, you don't want people reading like your thoughts and stuff, they're quite private or whatever. So yeah, I started to write stuff down in another journal. So I've also got, oh my God, this is where you're going to see how obsessed I am with journals. So I've got this journal which I was writing stuff in, but also there's dotted sections, and I'm write my classes out in them. So this was a really nice one that I started journaling in, and then I kind of started pulling my classes out of it, and I was like, oh, it's too messy, I can't write in that. So I stopped writing in that. Then I went online and I found these amazing little books. I've got 2 of these. One is this colour and one is like a green colour. And I write all my classes in them. So I do the little stick diagrams and stuff. And I put all my classes. So this book is in half. So there's 2 little ribbons in it. And the grey ribbon is right in the middle of the book. So from the middle to the end is all yin classes. And then at the beginning, they're just normal like flow, hatha flow classes. Yeah. So yeah, that's like the dotted. What are they called? Are they called dotted bullet? Like a bullet journal, isn't it? That's what that is. That's perfect for. I can't see if you can see that or not, but that's perfect for doing my classes in. So I've got 2 of these, and I've got loads of classes written out on normal paper, and I'm slowly putting them in this book. So I've got quite a few in this book so far. Yeah, so that's that. And then I've also got this little book. So this is a notebook, and this is like a bullet journal. So little dots as well. And then what I do in here is I do different types of movements. So it's like a movement log. So obviously I know traditional yoga poses and what they are, but then sometimes you do your self practice and you pick up other movements. You might watch another teacher and go, oh yeah, I like that. I went to a class with a lady, I did an online class with a lady, did a yin class. She did this little move. And I was like, oh wow, I love that. I loved the way it made me feel. It was really simple. So I wrote it in my book. There's a lady on Instagram, she does like really creative sequences. So sometimes if I see one that I like on there, I put it in this book. And then it's like a little reference guide. I can just, like when I'm creating classes, I can go and just have a look and go, oh yeah, that might work. Yeah, so I'm hoping to kind of fill this up. I've only done a few pages of this shit at the moment. Yeah, there's only like 4 or 5 pages that I've actually filled up of that. So that's kind of like my little reference guide. I've got like a big notebook where I kind of write out classes kind of roughly, have a go at them, see if they work, that sort of thing. But yes, anyway, getting back to it. So this is like my new journal. So every day, or I try to, every day when I sit here at my desk, I try to write in this book, whether this is at the beginning of the day, so kind of now when I'm just starting to work, I might write in it, or I kind of finish my work about 3 o'clock. So when my son texts me, he'll text me when he comes out of school to tell me that he's on his way home. I sometimes sit here to wait for him, and that's when I'll write in this as well. And this one is mainly work related. So I kind of put how I'm feeling and stuff, but kind of how work is making me feel. So how I've got on with the day, have I been really productive? What things did I get done? How did I feel that my classes went? If I did a new one, I document that sort of stuff. And then it's really good to go back and have a look at, especially if you have a really shit day, and then you can look and you go, oh yeah, well, like last week I did this, this and this, and it made me feel really positive. And you can find patterns within things, and then just try to I suppose just try and learn from it and try to manage yourself. That's what I try to do. I try to manage myself as best that I can. And then when you're doing or like working for yourself, you've got your own business, and especially with this type of business being online, it's just me. It is just me, myself and I, which I have no problem with, but sometimes I just wish I had somebody to bounce off sometimes ideas and things. And my husband is great. He's my biggest supporter. He's also very he'll tell me if he thinks something's rubbish, but then he also isn't into yoga or anything like that, so he doesn't really know about that. So he gives me his opinion on things from someone who doesn't know or do yoga or have any knowledge of this type of industry. So that's that really. So I've got 10 minutes and I'm about to do a live class on Insight Timer. This one is just a gentle yoga stretch 1 hour class. So I thought I'd just show you my little setup. So here is my mat, just set here. And then if we turn around, there is my camera. I've covered my camera up, so I've got my light, and then there's my camera, and there we go. And then this is my screen. Hello. There's a little countdown, look. So I've got 10 minutes left. This is my sound, so it picks up my sound. You can see the sound is working. There's a little chat function here. People type in the chat at the beginning and at the end. And that's basically it. And then I've just got my class notes here, just in case I need them, in case I get a mind blank in between. And that's my little setup. I am going to just do a little time lapse of the class as well, so you can see it. But that's my easy little setup. I have to take my Mac down there just so that I can see myself. Otherwise, it's up here, and then I can't take a look to see if the picture's okay or whatever. When I go live as well, there's a little thing that comes up in the corner that tells me what my connection is like. So if it says bad or something, I can tell. But most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it's a really good connection. So, hi. So I've just finished my first class of the week on Insight Timer. I had 56 people come to the class, and you get like these little hearts of gratitude. So I got 116 of those. That was really nice. And then I had quite a few donations. So it was a really good class. A couple of people said they were new to the class and really enjoyed it. So really positive start to the week in terms of teaching. So now I've got another one at 2 o'clock, so I've got a couple of hours, and then I'm doing that same class again. So I think I'm just gonna probably get something to eat now, and maybe just sit at the computer for a bit, just see what I need to do. But good start. So I'm just sitting in the car now. I'm in between classes, and my youngest son has just texted me and he was like, "Mum, can you please pick me up from work? And also, can you bring my returns that I've got to take to the post office?" So we're taking a little trip to the post office as well. So I'm just sitting and waiting for him. He works locally, literally like a minute's drive from our house, and it was his last shift today. And then he doesn't have another shift till the weekend. So I'm just sitting here waiting for him to come. So that's exciting. So this is what I don't know if I was saying this earlier or not, or whether I deleted it out, but when you kind of work from home and then like you've got mum duties and stuff as well, and I pick my husband up from work. We only have one car as a family, so I'm normally the one that is driving around, getting everybody to where they need to be. And then I'll be doing my second class, and then I'll probably just sign off for the day at some point. Just as a day in the life, little vlog of me, little me. My son's coming now, so I'll catch you later. Afternoon class is just finished, and it was a really nice one actually, really chatty at the end. So we had, can't see it properly, but there's 88 people joined today. Oh, there you go, you can kind of see a little bit. It's really hard to see on camera. And then 84 gratitude. So these are all the people that come, or they're all the members anyway. So that was a really nice one, really fun little chat afterwards, which I always enjoy. So I just thought I'd bring this little vlog to a close and say thank you so much for watching. If you've managed to watch all the way to the end, I think I've gone on a little bit. I told you that I do have a little bit of verbal diarrhea once I get going. So thank you for watching, and please give me a like and a little subscribe, and also leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the vlog, and hopefully I'm going to be doing more of these. I'm going to try and do one at least every week, as well as uploading some mini classes as well. So if you're interested in that, have a look, see what classes I've got on there at the moment. I have just uploaded a couple for perimenopause and menopause, just really short little classes. I am actually perimenopausal myself, so I might talk about that in another vlog another time. If you're interested in knowing what my story is, then let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.